Okay, so you take one of my childhood favorite things in the Muppets, and you add in one of the most iconic Disney rides of all time? Well, my friends, that's what I like to call a recipe for success on Disney+. Guys, how you doing? My name is Zack, and I love talking all things cinema and entertainment. I'm really appreciative that you guys clicked on the thumbnail today, and I really hope you enjoy your stay. Because Grim Grin and Ghosts really are coming out to socialize. We're looking at Muppets Haunted Mansion. This one was directed by Kirk Thatcher, and it's now streaming on Disney+. And believe it or not, this is the first ever Muppets Halloween special. You heard me. Yeah, so first of all, how incredible is that? The Muppets have been around for God knows how long, and they've never come out with a Halloween special like this. It's about time. And secondly, I had no clue that this special even existed until about a week ago when I saw a trailer for it on Disney Plus itself. And I could not help but get excited for it because, first of all, Haunted Mansion is one of my favorite rides at Disneyland itself. It's just so darn cool. But it's also carrying one of my personal favorite things from my childhood in the Muppets. Especially growing up, I was a huge Kermit the Frog fan. I still am at 24 years old, admittedly. Some of my earliest childhood memories involved me singing along to Rainbow Connection during the original Muppet movie. I think these rapscallions are just comedy gold, with so many dad jokes. The Muppets are actually how I figured out how meta-theatrical comedy works. And let's just say that there's a lot of that kind of comedy in this special. Now, I could sit here gushing about the Muppets all day, but what's the premise? We follow Gonzo the Great, who truly has done it all, seen it all, and survived it all as quite the daredevil, but on Halloween night, the fearless Gonzo, accompanied by Pepe the King Prawn, takes on the greatest challenge of his life. That challenge is spending one very daring night in the most grim, grinning place on Earth, the Haunted Mansion, which all result in some horrific hijinks and Muppet shenanigans left, right, and center. And let me tell you, there was a gigantic smile on my face for this hour. Muppets Haunted Mansion, I am so happy to report, is loads of fun. I really do think that this next generation of Muppet performers, they still got what it takes to elevate Jim Henson's material to the next level. Muppets Haunted Mansion really does have a heartwarming message attached to it. Now, we all have to deal with facing our fears and our worst nightmares at every single point in our lives. And I think this special really addresses that in a super inspiring way and a very gripping way as well. And I think this message, I really don't want to get into spoilers here, but I think this can really resonate with people of all ages, not just children. And I think how Gonzo approaches this challenge, especially as it's brought upon by Will Arnett as our host for the evening, as I mentioned, I can't think of another word other than inspiring to describe it. Speaking of Gonzo, I think he was the perfect choice to be our main character for this scary outing for the Muppets. I know I'm a huge Kermit fan, but I'm always super stoked whenever it's Gonzo as the headliner, just for something different. Because I'm also a fan of Muppets from Space. That was a Muppet special that I was raised on, and Gonzo was also the main character in that. So for a spooky Muppet special, he was certainly serviceable as our lead here. Now, Pepe the King Prawn, on the other hand, as Gonzo's sidekick, he can certainly be hit or miss. I will admit that there are some very funny moments that Pepe has, especially towards the beginning of this special. But it's at the point when he runs into our villain, played by Taraji P. Henson, who was certainly having tons of fun. But as soon as it's revealed what their dynamic actually was, I was just like, This dynamic was honestly my least favorite part of Muppets Haunted Mansion, and I won't get into spoilers on what that connection is all about, but I don't know what it was. It just wasn't really clicking for me. I can definitely understand the gimmick that they were trying to get across, but to me, it just came across more awkward more than anything. But honestly, that is my biggest prevalent issue with this special, because the Muppets are all at their best in this. They are so funny. There are fourth wall jokes and puns off the walls, which are always expanding ever so slightly in this mansion. We have Miss Piggy in the crystal ball making jokes about how this is her only appearance in the special for budgetary reasons. It's utterly hilarious, guys, and let me just say that the comedy, going along with the homages to the classic ride, it all commingles together so wonderfully. That's something that really surprised me. I thought it was gonna be really out of place almost, but setting it in the Haunted Mansion itself was perfect. Of course, not to be overlooked are all these human performers who all do some fabulous work bringing this material to life. Will Arnett, I already mentioned, is certainly very spooky with his monologues. He's basically the butler for this Haunted Mansion, welcoming Gonzo and Pepe to these proceedings. And of course, I'm not gonna sit here and spoil what his big plot twist is, but Will Arnett definitely has tons of range to explore, surprisingly. He's certainly very ominous when he needs to be. Certainly very spooky here and there. But also when he needs to be, he's very welcoming and very kind. Very Wonka-esque in a lot of ways. Sorry, Timothy Chalamet, Will Arnett may have stolen your thunder for right now. Also, I was so happy to see my boy Darren Criss in this as our gravedigger. He is the first oddball Gonzo comes across when he gets onto the property, and Criss is awesome. I mean, he's so charismatic and charming. He gets a song and everything. It all goes back to what made Darren Criss totally awesome in the first place. And any Star Kid fans watching this who get that pun, thank you. But Darren Criss has come such a long way, guys. And this is a guy who, honestly, he was my favorite actor on Glee as Blaine, but even since then, he has come such a long way. He's got an Emmy to his name now. I could gush about Darren Criss all day and how awesome he is, but guys, I'm so proud of him. It was so awesome to see him. And lest we forget the great Ed Asner, who makes a posthumous appearance in this, may he rest in peace. This legend turns in one more phenomenal performance to his storied career. Definitely very cool to see him as well one more time, and I definitely think it was a very classy gesture on the filmmaker's part to dedicate this to his memory. Guys, other than the aforementioned strangeness of the Pepe and Taraji P. Henson dynamic, this was a killer Muppet special. Now, does every joke land? No. Does every fourth wall joke hit? Not even close. But you know what? A majority of them do, and this is the Muppets at their most outrageous, guys. I'm gonna give Muppets Haunted Mansion a B+. For their first Halloween special, these guys knocked it out of the park. And like I said, I definitely hope we get more haunted Muppet specials down the line, mainly because it opens up the doors for so many more quirky nature Jim Henson-isms thrown in there. It's on Disney Plus right now, and I definitely recommend you guys all check it out. There are gonna be some scary elements in there for the younger viewers, but there's nothing that's gonna like haunt their dreams or their nightmares or anything like that. One thing's for certain though, guys, Muppets Haunted Mansion will make you smile the grimmest grin you've ever grinned in a while. And it's certainly a better adaptation than 2003's Haunted Mansion, whatever that was, because at least there's no miscast Eddie Murphy. That one's for you, Jacob Hubbard, if you're watching this. I know he loves that film, and it's a guilty pleasure. And I can laugh at that film sometimes, but that's another rant for another time. Eddie Murphy cast in Haunted Mansion, like, what were they thinking? Good God, that movie's so freaking wretched. But of course, these are all just my opinions. What did you guys think of Muppets Haunted Mansion? Have you guys seen it yet? Are you looking forward to seeing it? And also, I'm curious, what is your guys' favorite aspect of the Disney ride? Have you been on the Disney ride? Also, feel free to make some noise down in the comment section below. Let me know about all of this stuff, and let me know what your favorite Muppets special is. And let me know why it's Treasure Island. No. Don't pretend like it's not Muppets Treasure Island. I've seen it before. But guys, joking aside, I love creating this content and discussing all things cinema and entertainment with you guys. Now, if these sound like topics you're interested in discussing along with me, then do consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers over here on the channel, which is absolutely flooring to me. Thank you so much for your support to the channel up to this point. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider smashing that red subscribe button for sure, because it's super beneficial in helping get this content out there. It's also totally free to you guys. And if you enjoyed the video, just one last reminder to hit that thumbs up on your way out. That would also be absolutely tremendous. And as always, guys, stay tuned for more exciting content hitting this channel very, very soon. Busy weekend at the movies with Halloween Kills and The Last Duel, so definitely expect reviews for both of those. I'll also keep chugging along my Halloween special. Next up is Wreck, recommended by Let's Be Real with Brad over here on YouTube. So lots of exciting stuff to look forward to, guys. Y'all are the best. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for your support up to this point. And with all that being said, back talk, commence!